halfway through the day, just to make sure. It's almost a whole minute. I'm like, what?
All right, we're live. Hit it, go back and hit play.
Firefighter, how did he start January 1st? I said it right here.
Thank you.
You on the right one?
I think almost everybody's had it.
The time.
First thing.
So it's working.
Yeah, I'm live.
Oh, yeah. You must be.
Yeah, it's a few seconds behind. It does that no matter
Oh, really?
what. We're good?
Thank you for being here, sir.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
But if we can, if it's
Well, I
gonna,
don't, what's in two there?
nothing, just like they're
They're
saying,
fake,
they're
okay.
all just.
Well, I thought they were.
Yeah, they're.
Maybe they got something with that tonight. Palm Street, huh? I didn't hear about it till last night when I got home. I got some calls.
Started Sunday.
That's
Wait
what
till
I
yesterday.
Yeah, it happened when I was at Weaver Wrestling. When
So you just had a
somebody
water
sent me a
main
message,
break.
told me,
Hey, water valve on Palm Street.
okay, they'll be there,
Started
they'll still be
Sunday?
there tomorrow, so. Yeah, so
But
it's Sunday around
you had
here,
to
so.
get parts and stuff?
No, it was so cold, I didn't want guys come in. So
I didn't
we-
know.
It wasn't that bad.
Yeah,
It
it
started.
wasn't, yeah, it
So
wasn't, it
people
wasn't good.
People weren't out of water much.
No.
Good. Probably just a few hours.
Yesterday? Oh, yeah.
Yesterday, yeah.
8 hours.
Yeah, yesterday was.
Well,
We had some issues.
it happens though. I mean, who we missing?
If Jerry doesn't show up, we just let this go.
What's that?
Oh, this is the engineering.
Yeah, I think we have to, we can do the rest.
If Brian's been working with Jerry on this.
I guess we could.
I mean, just so we can get this signed for the month.
Ask Brian if he wants to. I wish it was Jerry.
I don't know where Jerry's at. He's not here. Just say that's what it is. just so
But that'll
we-
be once we get back to the park.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right. I guess we got 2 more minutes.
We might have to look at better mics. Just these mics aren't getting the job done. Yeah. I think we're good. It's,
So yeah, you got that one.
yeah, I just cranked up the audio mix, so you see the tone.
I don't know what we're gonna do again. I got the number. Yeah, well, it's on the salary.
Yeah, we have
I guess we
salary
can still, but I don't, he didn't tell me. He said there's stuff I got to KJ about first, so I don't know what that means.
Well, I guess when that time comes, we talk to him, get his advice, and we do whatever he says we can do at that point.
Well, I need those guys to get out here, because we're starting at 6 o'clock. Yeah, I told them we need to get started.
You asked me my question, I'm talking about that.
Okay. Mine said 5:59. 6 o'clock, we'll call the meeting to order. If we could all rise and say the national anthem, please. Or pledge allegiance, I apologize. I like doing them both. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. First thing would be approval of the claims. Approval of claims. We had, as of last month's meeting, we made some changes in our clerk's department. And so we had no one in the office to be able to do the claims. The position that's to be done by our clerk treasurer has not been here. So I had to make an emergency call today to our new town clerk, Lisa Dumig, to have the claims. So we're thankful. I just want everyone to know that she was able to get the claims done on a quick minute so we can move forward. We have to pay our vendors and our bills, electric, our utilities. So thank you, Lisa. I just wanted to say that, so we almost weren't able to get those done. So I'm showing on the claims, we have a total of $533,279.05. Anything about that, Lisa, you want to add, or just some standard, or anything
Nope.
special?
Nothing out of the ordinary.
Any questions, guys?
I don't, nope.
Okay, we need a motion then.
Make a motion to approve the claims as submitted.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor signify by aye.
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 Aye, motion passes 3-0. Next will be minutes, and we have three different meetings we're gonna have to approve. We have the 11/19/25 executive meeting, the 11/19/25 town council meeting, and then last week's 12/11/25 special meeting. Any questions on those?
I don't.
We would need a motion on all three of those.
Make a motion, we approve the 11/19 executive, the 11/19 town council, and the 12/11 special meeting.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor signify by aye.
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 Aye, motion passes 3-0. We're gonna move our fire chief, Casey, up. He needs to go with one of his children for something that's really important to him. So if you could go ahead, sir.
Appreciate it, thank you. So for the month, just to have the numbers here for you, we've had 38 calls this month. 30 of them are med calls, so, and 8 of them are your fire or hazardous, no fire type calls. So you can see there, and then the second page there is those incidences and where they were. We are at 470 calls for the year. So we are almost 100 calls above what we were last year for the entire year, so we're definitely making some more strides in our call volume and things, so. We have 2 getting ready to start our EMR medical certification courses in January, and they'll also move on to the Fire Academy shortly after that. I apologize. And myself and another firefighter have completed our EMT courses, and we will be taking our National Registry exam to be certified here in the next month or so.
Awesome.
Good.
So that's pretty much all I have.
I know last meeting, not to try to keep you here too much longer, you talked about a truck or engine possibly looking to need.
So I got with first response, and they came out, and they were able to take care of a lot of those air leaks and things that we had in that truck.
Okay.
I think that we're good on that truck for now.
Good.
Like, for now, like a year for now?
No,
for now,
I'm
like
hoping to get at least another 5 years out of that.
5 years.
That is my goal.
Okay.
It's almost 30 years old.
Sure.
One of the things that we had looked at is to purchase a new truck right now, you're looking at, 1.5 million, depending on the type of truck that you want. They're not cheap. But we've talked about doing what's called a refurbish on that truck is one of the things I've been looking into. And they go through and they redo all the seals, they redo the pump, new lights, rebuild the engine, take it apart, rebuild it basically. And that's about $150,000. And we'd probably be able to get another 10 years out of that truck if we did that.
Okay.
So it's something to think about and consider. So I'm looking into different companies on that right now.
Okay.
It's one of the things I was kind of looking at bringing that to you guys at the beginning of next year, but I'm glad you brought it up. But that's one of the estimates that I have. I've got to find a couple other places and kind of get some estimates on it and see what the prices are. But yeah, refurbishing the truck would get us hopefully another 10 years out of it.
Okay. And then anything else, movement on the building quote?
So I have, I did get another one back, a drawing back. They didn't really give me a quote, and they weren't wanting to give me the drawing. They showed it to me, but they didn't want to give it to me because apparently what they've had in the past is someone take their drawing, then go to another company and get it cheaper. So one of the things that I'm looking at doing, and I've talked with Bill about this, at our next volunteer business meeting, is having that company come in and present the building to the volunteers as well. And then I'll present the other building, the other drawing that we have, to kind of see what idea, which one we want that would work the best for us.
Okay.
I invited Bill to that meeting, so he could be your guys' voice and eyes in on that as well. So we'll kind of see where we're at. The second group is pretty confident that they can get us close to 1.5. So that's kind of the budget that I've been trying to stick with is 1.5 million. So most people I talk to are seeming like they can get us between there and 2 million is kind of that
Okay.
area that we've been at.
Okay.
Thank you.
Just one quick thing, then
Yep.
get you out of here. We had, what was it, 38 runs. Is there any, did we miss any this time? Are we still
Yes,
okay?
I apologize. We missed 3 this week.
Okay.
For some reason, this last Saturday, I was down in Indianapolis at a cheerleading competition, and there was 2 runs that came in back to back. And
Okay.
I wish I had the answer for you on why sometimes it just volunteers are busy, and that's the unfortunate thing about being a volunteer department is I can't force people to be there all the time.
No,
Do we, and I guess one other part to that, so, and I don't know how long ago it was, but do we still have like a mutual run thing with Layoto, or is that we still have that?
Yeah,
or is
so
it-
we still do have dual response
Okay.
areas.
Okay.
Unfortunately, those were not dual response
Okay,
calls.
all right, okay.
But we do still have dual response with Albion, Kindleville, and Layoto.
Okay, okay. All right, that's all I have.
Thanks a lot, Casey. Just
Thank
keep
you.
us updated on those things.
Okay,
Thanks,
Get outta
Casey.
Appreciate it.
Get out of here.
thank you, gentlemen.
Next would be the superintendent utility report. Brian, please.
The water main project that we're doing a loop from Vice to Van Scoik Street, we got it started. We do have the tap on Vice Boulevard, and then vacations and weather and stuff like that. We're probably gonna hold off on it now until spring, or at least warmer weather on that. The Chester Street lift station, still waiting on the contractor. I actually spoke to him last night. They're just extremely busy.
Did they give you an estimate?
No, they didn't. Just, they're busy. Actually, they come in and helped us in the water main break last night.
Okay.
Our crew in. The fiber splicings, last month you approved of connecting the lines on Baum Street that we added a piece in, put underground, that we had squirrels that ate the overhead, so we put underground. He did all the splices, they got hooked up. We found another box from the original project over a minor road that wasn't spliced all the way. We're trying to get it where everything's spliced together. If we have an issue, we can, switch around, or we keep adding to it. So there's like 120 splices that need done in that box. And the same company's 4,200 to splice all that. That's an overhead box instead of an in-ground box.
So this is another approval needed,
Yes.
right?
This is to complete the fiber loop is what you're trying to
Yes.
do, correct?
Hopefully that's
So then we
it.
have our own fiber loop in town for
Yes.
us.
With it'll be 72, we'll be 144 lines, 72 pairs.
So you believe this might be the last one?
I don't believe anything else.
'Cause we've been
I wouldn't believe.
we've been doing this for
I
a
wouldn't-
little
I
while.
wouldn't believe it.
There's a
So in
lot
order
up
to
there.
get where we need to be now, it's another $4,200 to splice up another 120 fibers.
That's not
And
much of
it's-
that.
No, but we would still need to, we'll have to motion to approve that.
NWM is he doing
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, we'll have to.
I'll make a motion, we approve MWM LLC to splice 120 fibers for $4,200.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor signify by aye.
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 Aye, motion passes 3-0.
Last month, we opened up quotes for electrical improvements down 4th Street and down the alley west of Main from 4th Street to Broad Street. The one coming extremely low, I contacted pretty much all the contractors and questioned him about it. The one that was low, so he's totally comfortable with that. But his quote, he had some add-ons, and you guys have the copies of the quote up there. He had add-ons for if you hit a rock, it's gonna cost so much to get per foot to get out, stuff like that. Spotting some utilities by hand, it costs you so much. But I come back and said, we have VAC, and I will have a guy with you guys to help on this stuff, so you won't have any of that. We've never had a rock issue, augering a hole. I mean, usually they're so small here that they'll come out. The other guys, they included overtime and stuff, they said in their quote, and that, I think they were planning on me getting another quote from a bigger contractor that they knew that would be high, so they might have bumped them up a little bit higher to make a little more money on too also. But the guy's completely comfortable with it. I talked to the vendor today that recommended that company. They are doing some work in New Haven right now. They've got work scheduled to do in Fort Wayne. They're supposed to be done in New Haven yet this year. They're hoping to start up here maybe the first year, even start in January if the weather's permitting. Get this project done.
It was a massive price difference, right?
Yeah, it was almost half.
So you're recommending is Frankfurt?
Yeah, I recommend them, yes.
Frank Hart.
Frank Hart.
Frank Hart.
There's-
And this is the one that was really low.
Right.
That's why you had the question.
There's gonna be some add-ons because every contractor you have, you look at it different. Then I'll get Jason, we go look at it, we come up with different things. I mean, there's so many different ways of doing the project that I know we're gonna have changes that we're gonna add to it and stuff like that, but it definitely won't be up to where the other guys were on the full quotes.
So it's the 90.
Yeah, from Frank Hart.
Have you ever done anything with these guys by chance?
No, I haven't. I haven't done work with any of
You
them.
just, they're working in New Haven
Yeah,
and
okay. Supposed to be in Fort Wayne or soon.
they're out of Ohio.
Yep.
And this, if we go with this, when would they start this?
They're hoping they start the first of the year, depending on the weather. He thought it'd take 3 weeks to get it done, 3 to 4 weeks.
Wow.
So what's this upgrade going to do?
Right now, it's hard copper wire that's overhead on the three-phase from pretty much Van Scoik all the way down to the corner on Water Street. They're gonna replace take that down, replace that wire. And then there's one single strand that runs from there up to Second Street there's three-phase that runs through there. And one of those is hard copper. Hard copper is really brittle. If something hits it, it breaks really easy. We eliminated it a few years ago up on Baum Street. We changed all that out. That was that project there. They're also gonna put some new poles in that area. The lift station, be a new pole, all new new transformer bank we put up. They'll be changing out transformers, moving some more transformers around, eliminating. Right now, if you look down behind your house, there's 3 wires lower. It's a service line basically. We're gonna try to eliminate that, where it's coming out of the can directly. Just trying to get stuff out of the air so we don't have if a tree does come down and hit some of that stuff, it just eliminates some of it. Also, the last quote, the lower one, also had the project by the school, the alley behind Lewis Street, where the other guys didn't even quote that part
The
of it.
poles that were,
There's like 4 poles to change out, put up 2 transformers to clean that alley up, because those are leaning pretty good and stuff like that, and eliminate some more wire in that area.
That's part of the 90,000, that what you
Yeah.
said?
Mhm.
Oh,
what's the length of this project, do you think? How long will this
He said
project-
3 weeks.
3?
that's it?
Wow.
And it depends on weather, I mean.
Sure.
So hopefully the first of the year, but of course, weather contingent.
Right.
Any questions on that, guys?
So this is just more stable?
There is a
I mean,
big
is that-
difference.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, he checked everything, and all kind of equals
Well,
out.
this one's 176,000.
Yeah, it's nuts.
The other one.
We're gonna try doing a project every year similar to this.
195.
I mean,
We've got
that's-
some underground cables that need to be changed out, that's just the age of it.
Isn't don't we have to go by, if it looks apples to apples, we have to go with the lowest one? Or no?
If they're comparable, you always, yes, you do. This, the way you're making it sound, they're doing a little bit more.
Yeah, they actually got more in
This
the
is
lower
part
quotes.
there, where he's talking about this.
Yeah.
I'm good with it.
We would need a motion for this.
I'll make a motion, we accept the Frank Hart Power Line Services to do the Avilla Line project estimate for $90,000.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor signify by aye.
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 Aye, motion passes 3-0.
Along with that, we buy all the
Yeah.
materials for that project.
We are.
Yeah, we buy all the materials.
Okay.
One of them was poles. We went through our inventory. We're gonna order 45 poles. We basically deal with Power Line Supply and Brownstown's our 2 vendors that we deal with stuff. Brownstown come in at $22,150 for the 45 poles, and Power Line Supply come in at $24,884.05 for the poles. So I recommend going with power line for the 45 poles,
The Brownstown.
or Brownstown, I'm sorry, yeah, Brownstown.
It's just power poles, so. This is just for the project alone, or are you buying extra?
These are extra too, I mean,
Okay.
So we're
we
gonna,
have
you're
one break
wanting,
or something, we'll have them.
Okay.
you're gonna want another approval from Brownstown for 45 poles at $22,150?
Correct.
And that's including for the project and extra.
Yes. And then you also, looks like you're gonna need some more stuff, right?
Yeah, with all the components and stuff will be another quote. We went through our inventory, what we have. Like the overhead wire that they're replacing for the 3-phase, we have that in stock already. So we're gonna use some stuff we have in stock, and then we'll order some more stuff to finish that out.
So we just approved Frank Hart to do the work.
To do
Now
the
we're-
work.
And now we're going to approve Brownstown for the poles, and that's gonna be it tonight? Or are we
No.
looking through this list more?
There'll be, the material for the project will be Brownstown. Brownstown coming lower than all of it. The material was 11,781.23 for Brownstown. There's 13,783.94 for power line supply.
So
And then
no,
all,
I was gonna say, so no matter what of these things, we are supplying this, or were the other ones supplying these
no,
poles?
we were supplying
So no
everything.
matter what, we
No
were
matter what, we're
supplying the materials.
Okay,
Okay.
that's what I was gonna ask.
It's the same way we did the project when we did the one up north on Baum Street. We supplied all material for that too.
So we're gonna still need to approve 3 things through Brownstown right now.
Correct. And then the last one's a Stingray wire, which is a coated wire to it's squirrel protection.
Okay.
Which is still gonna be cheaper than what those other guys quoted.
Oh, yeah.
That wire was
I
in
do
that
agree.
extra material? Or is
Yeah,
that-
it's just the last one for Brownstown there, 3,900 for that. It's a roll.
So do we just wanna approve all 3 right now?
1,000 foot
I would
wide.
approve
For the project?
About $127,800.
But I wouldn't combine it, I would give her, make sure she knows all 3 items for all 3 products.
What'd you get?
About 128,000 total.
Well, you're counting the 90. You're counting the 90.
Yeah, that 90's in there. I
Okay.
just put not to exceed
Okay,
130.
so I'll just put a motion for all 3 then.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna motion we approve from Brownstown for the 45 poles at $22,150. The material project for $11,781.23. And then Stingray wire for $3,900.
You don't need that other 13.7, right?
No, that was the other
That was
bid.
another quote.
Okay, I wanted to just make sure. Is there a second?
Second, sorry.
All in favor, signify by aye.
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 Motion passes 3-0.
Did you get all that, Lisa?
The North Main,
I can give you this.
the
too.
North Main Street Underground project, it's on hold also because of weather, getting in there and stuff like that, but we're also having an issue with one of the residents for easements that I'm working with Bob on, trying to get it ironed out on that, so that's a standstill there. The chemical takes for the wastewater plant were delivered yesterday, so we're working to get them installed. People will start receiving notices, might have already, for the lead and copper. It's something we have to do every year. People that need the lines to be changed out, or ones I haven't determined what they are. It's like 270 or somewhere around there that got sent out notices for that. Yeah, the lead line, we're going to talk about that sometime too, is about plans for us, how we're going to work the 2027, we have to have a plan, how we're going to change all of our lead
We have to
copper.
have a plan,
We
not
have to have a-
done, we have to have a plan.
Well, it starts, you gotta have a plan. It starts in 27, you have 10 years to get it removed. Kendallville's in the process of right now of quoting 485 services, and they're doing both sides. They're doing all the way to the house.
The homeowner will be responsible for the cost, correct? Is that
We
what
gotta-
Kendallville's doing?
We gotta talk about that. Kendallville's,
They're doing it all, they're paying for it.
they've got
The
some
city of
grants.
Kendallville's
I
doing
heard they
it.
got some grant money and they're paying.
Whereas
along.
here right now, in order, our 200 some would actually be the homeowner's cost to have that replaced
They're supposed to.
at this time.
There's rules on how you can get away around it if they don't wanna do it. But it's documentation, you have to ask them so many times, and different ways you have to ask them and stuff like that, but
So if we're wanting to, if we're wanting to do that for our taxpayers, then we need to start searching for grants. Otherwise, that's an expense that maybe can't be encumbered, but it's something we have to do. I don't know if Kendallville's getting grants, maybe that's a possibility, Brian, because if we got, what do you say, 270 homes?
that's,
approximate?
have, I mean, there's some I can go through there and eliminate, I mean, it's.
That's a
we
lot
have
of
inventory
homes,
right
and
now.
that's a cost for a lot of homeowners.
And those aren't all lead lines, I had to go back to the history. If we had lead lines on a line before that was changed out, say Albion Street, had lead line services before, but on our side, we removed them, but they're tied to a galvanized on the homeowner side, that galvanized is considered lead. So that has to be changed out too. So I mean, North Main, South Main, you know, all the older parts of town,
There's a lot of
Yeah.
that.
Didn't you change
roughly-
mine?
huh?
I thought you guys changed mine.
We changed yours, but I'm not sure about going to your house.
No.
Probably not,
Probably not.
probably not.
Yeah, anything before 1950, we've discovered that's, lead was pretty much stopped in 1950, but I found from all the research I've done in town. So
Okay.
after that, they went to copper.
There's
just something we gotta talk
There'll be a
about.
lot that'll be done in this town.
Yeah, it's
A
just
lot on
something we
Main
gotta
Street.
start working on and
I'm sure,
A lot.
I'm sure mine.
talking about. Moving on to the badge reading system. Benson was in here today, Jason was from Benson was in here looking at it. They do have the parts, some of the parts in to put that in. He's gonna start soon. He's looking at how he's gonna
Good.
cut the boxes and locate and run everything there, so
Good.
hopefully that'll be in the works. Last month I brought up, I was getting quotes for a truck. I did send a email asking for a quote from Max Platt. I never heard back from him. I also
That's unusual.
sent to the one I used last time, the Viking, and I heard back from them either. But I do have two quotes from Shepherd's. One's for a GMC and one is for a Chevy Silverado. This will be replacing the 2014 Ford for the electric department. So we'll have a service box, ladder rack, and a snowplow on it.
Is that included all that pricing, or is that just for the truck?
That's everything, total package. The 2026 Chevy Silverado 3500 HD, total price is $80,443. And for the 2026 GMC Sierra 3500 HD is $81,953. And I actually put another little over 1,000 on these just last week, or the first this week, just to get power mirrors. We plow snow, if you look at all our trucks, they got broken mirrors on them. You get curbside, you can hit the button, fold your mirrors in, you don't hit mirrors. So, and mirrors are 500 plus a piece. So I did have that added into it.
Already
That's-
in this
Yeah, it's in
total?
this quote already, yeah.
Okay.
This comes out of all three utilities.
And
It
this-
would come out of all utilities.
No, try to stay all electric, this is for electric, we just stay all electric.
All this, all right, that's true.
It'll only be for the electric.
This is electric truck, though.
But they'll be able to plow,
There's still
or you
plenty.
can still take that out of it.
We have plenty, Lisa, we still have plenty in there, I assume.
What's that?
Electric, we still have,
Pretty much.
I don't have,
Okay.
I don't have one, but we'll look.
yeah, I
Just take
don't,
that
yeah.
out.
Well, I guess it's up to us to decide if we're wanting to buy a new truck, and the Silverado would be the better price. I'm surprised Max Platt didn't quote. Very surprised by that, at least.
How many new trucks have you gotten in the last few years?
We got a 24, a 25, and this will make a 26.
Okay. And then this is replacing 2014.
We're trying to get 10 years, and I got two 15s in.
Okay, okay.
I'm fine with it. I
Yeah.
know there's plenty in the electric fund to cover it, so.
It's up to you guys if you. I'm good.
And who is?
We do need to keep good
Yeah, who
equipment.
is,
Go through
the
Shepherd's.
Silverados are all from Shepherd's?
Yeah, both of
Okay.
them are.
All right, I'll make a motion that we accept the Shepherd's bid for the Silverado for $81,440.
No.
80.
No,
Silverado
Well, yeah, but
80.
he added, that's.
No, it's already on there.
The thousands included in that 80?
Yes, it's already included.
No, it's 80,443.
Okay, so 80,443, I'm sorry, I thought we needed to add that.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor signify by aye.
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 Aye, motion passes 3-0.
Last month, I asked if I could post the lineman position internally. I do have a guy that's interested in it, and that is Mike Petrie, currently with his street department. I'd like to move him over to the lineman position and start him January 5th in that position. He would be required to take 4 years of schooling through the IMEA. That would start in April 6th for that.
And then that goes, our contract goes into place there that he would have to stay with, because I assume we're paying for that schooling?
Yes, we will pay for that.
So then that would be, does he have to re-sign that a contract?
Yeah.
He will.
Yeah,
Yes,
he'd
he
have
will.
to, yeah. Yep.
And IMEA now, they bought a college, so they have a college campus that they bought for the training, so he can go, he'll start out, when he first signs up, he goes for 2 weeks, so he'll be down there for 5 days a week. They have a dorm and everything to stay in, and so it's supposed to be a pretty good deal they got worked out now.
Okay.
I'm good with it.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
fine.
Yep.
Yeah, if that's what you think is right for your department.
Yeah, and then I'll post his position probably after the first year then, to get some for the street.
Okay.
Thanks, Brian.
I think that's all I got.
Any
Oh,
questions?
hold on, I got one more there. It's Phil. Phil's got an interest engineering. I usually do a contract every year for $10,000 with them, a service agreement. It's just, if I need them, I can call them and they just pull out the kitty for $10,000 when needed. This past year, I've used them quite a bit on different things, questions and stuff we had going on, so.
Any kind of engineering or just?
It's electric for our electrical.
Oh,
Electrical, and they do some fiber stuff too.
How many years we been doing it with these guys? Is it just the
We've
first?
been doing it for quite a while.
It's
and
been a while.
have you ever used all 10,000? Is it 10, how many hours is it?
I don't know.
I'm not seeing.
They're a pretty good company to work with too.
It's
They're
not
pretty,
to, it's not to exceed amount of $10,000.
Do they just send you, like, they tell you how much you have left? Like, how do you track, how does that get tracked?
I think it's usually on their invoices. I don't remember or not, but I think it's on there how much we used out of it.
You've never gone over the
I don't really
10,000?
have. A couple years I barely used any of it. It just all depends what
Good for them
happens.
then, huh?
There's a breakdown of some stuff.
But they'll write contracts and stuff for me, like for substation work or whatever.
Well, that would work 40 hours, but I think they worked out 40 hours. It's probably just whenever he calls. Okay. I don't know, any more questions, guys?
Nope, I don't.
Has it been 10,000 here for a little while?
Seems like that's what it was. last
Seems-
year.
I think it was the
I'm
same.
thinking it was, yeah.
Okay. We would need a motion if we want to move forward on this. So.
I'll make a motion, we go with Entrust Solutions for engineering for Brian for the utilities in the amount of $10,000.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor signify by aye.
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 Aye, motion passes.
I would like to
3-0.
know, though, like, how much you actually use, maybe next year, if we can have better track of that, just curiosity.
Yep. I know this year I've used it quite a bit on different things, like questions on the fiber system. They're actually the company that put our fiber system in originally.
Okay.
So-
I don't know how, if they do send you an invoice, if we can just see what we do by the end of the year, so we can maybe, if you're not using 10, if you're using 5, we can renegotiate that.
Yeah, we do this with them, and I do it with Carl Tanner, our engineer for our water and wastewater plant also.
Oh,
Yeah. I know Carl's has it on there, how much is left on it yearly.
Okay.
Which I use this stuff.
okay.
I do have one other thing, but I'll wait till later, I'll bring it up in new business.
I'm sorry. Sorry. Next will be the town marshal report. Lynn?
Again, the monthly report, is there any questions or concerns or comments on the monthly? It was in the box. I did the pre-meeting agenda on it, 2 things on that. One thing is not on there, just happened today. It's good news though. So we did receive some money for our medics that are on our police department. They will now get all new equipment to help with them when they work, which will be thermometers, pulse oxes, blood pressure and temperature. So those are all things that medics can do at that level of training. So a local business, which you'll find out later, is gonna donate the almost $1,000 to do that.
Oh, awesome.
So, off that note, I have 2 other things. The Spillman contract for 2026, it's been reviewed by the city attorney, and I've talked to him, and he advises that he didn't see any changes or corrections that need to be made, and was going to give authority for the board president to sign that document, as long as you 2 are okay with that.
What was, there was a price on there, wasn't it? Is that, did we already?
It's basically set. I mean, there were some things that we were gonna delete that we don't have finalized yet, but anything that we do not use on that contract will be deleted and will be credited to
He has a document that I will sign.
Yep.
Bob, you have it? Okay.
Do we need a dollar amount,
So,
or do we just
any
need
questions,
approval
concerns,
for
or
you to
comments on
sign?
that? Doesn't have to be done during the meeting.
I wish I- Do you have it on you?
I don't have it on me.
Does it say dollar amounts on it at all? You don't have it on you.
If it's similar, it wasn't it like
It has-
30,
has
36?
price, but
Yeah, we
yeah.
wanna
Like
at least know
3,600
what-
bucks?
I thought it was like 3,600.
That's what I was thinking, 3,600. 3,600 is
It's in
what.
that neck of the woods, yeah, I turned it over, I mean, we submitted it to the meeting, it went from you guys to the.
Yes.
I remember that.
To the attorney.
Yeah, I remember that.
So, yeah,
'Cause we
those
never
are-
used
there's
to-
still a few
never
things
used
that we
to.
might delete off of that still may not be quite that much.
So it's, okay, so if we can at least get a dollar amount, so you know what we're approving. And then, Bob, you're gonna get that to me at some point to sign, correct?
Yes.
If we approve it, okay.
Are you saying we already approved it? We're just waiting on his authority? I
We
didn't.
approved it, but we were waiting to have the contract
Okay.
reviewed, because it is a contractual.
Sure.
Yearly,
Okay.
and the sheriff
I
was just
remember
hoping to
that
have them done before the end of the year.
Yeah, I remember that now. I remember looking at it and us just wanting him to read through it first.
Because they used to always take care of it.
Because they used to
Now we
always
have
take
to.
care of it, yes.
The other thing is, we're looking at 2026 budget, and we had 52,000 and some change in our car budget. I got you quotes on cars. I did everything from Explorers to Durangos. There's 2 Durangos quoted in there. There's also a Tahoe. The Tahoes, if you're not aware of it, went up about 11%. That's the reason we purchased 2 last year.
This year?
Saved a lot of money.
You-
So
I
this
got
year,
it.
I'm asking permission for you to approve the 2026 V6 Pursuit, brand new Durango, fully outfitted, and you have the quote in front of you on that one. It's from First Due Communications. So that car will come in, basically, we'll need radio, cradle point, and rifle rack, and it will be ready to go. So,
53 is over.
it
You
is
said you
almost-
your budget for 52. That one's showing 53
It's a little bit.
yeah, we're gonna have to take some money from somewhere else and add to that.
within your budget.
Yes.
Okay.
So we are not gonna try to use any public safety. The only thing public safety would be used for would maybe the cradle point or.
Okay.
computer.
And we've talked about why I'm
Yep.
trying to protect
Right,
safety
and you
with it.
said that you definitely wanted some quotes and some
Yep.
plans, so I think the Tahoe can price themselves out of the gate.
Yeah.
The Tahoe was 63,000, the Explorer was 61, and then you had a V6 Durango and a V8 Durango.
Correct.
One for
V6 is the
53 and
one,
one for
yeah.
58.
Yeah, 63,
53, 274.
61.
So the V6 Durango is the 53. And when I talked to you about this, Glenn, but I think you assured me, but I remember, and I don't know if it was the beginning of this year or into '24, the state police, they went to the Dodge Durango and bought a bunch, and they had all kinds of troubles with them. It was all over the news, and it was in Fort Wayne, big time, and they swore off of them. And then you approached me about that, but you said,
They're still buying Durangos.
because they had a lot of issues with them.
Yeah, but that's no more issues.
And I don't know anything about a Dodge
So
Durango.
they,
I've
there's
never
so
owned
many
one.
issues with them because there's so many on the road. There's 3 times the amount of Durangos that there is Tahoes on the road. So anytime you have that many, like if there's 3,000 Chevy Impalas, you're gonna have way more problems with Chevy Impala police cars than you are Ford Explorers.
Was it a recall? Wasn't it a recall?
There's a recall on the oil cooler, but the oil cooler, the one that we're looking at, does not have that same oil cooler as the heavy engine. So it's a Pennstar V6. We've had one before, we haven't had any trouble with it. Fort Wayne just bought 50 of them. They haven't had any issues.
So this is being approved for his 26 budget then.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But yeah, the V6 is the one that we're looking at, and I'm not aware of any issues at all with that, so.
So this will be your car for next year then.
Correct.
Yep.
And then we'll be up to 4 pretty much brand new cars then. Right.
Eventually we will get rid of mine.
This one's will then be at 4 brand new cars, right?
We'll have
Roughly,
5
yeah.
full-time cars, and we'll have one that we will be getting rid of sometime
Which-
next
Yeah,
year.
Which would be-
but the other
okay.
4, like
Yep.
you're saying.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Any questions, Bill?
I'm fine with
It's
it.
in his budget. It's in his budget.
That's right, that's what we asked. Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you for the work. We would need a motion if we want to purchase this.
I'll make a motion, we approve the 2026 Dodge Durango V6 Pursuit for $53,274 to come out of the police budget.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor signify by aye.
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 Aye, motion passes 3-0.
And you said you were gonna talk about the business that was donating?
I'm gonna do it after the check is not, we're getting waiting for W-9s, it is approved.
That's fine, that's fine.
But I'll bring it up maybe and we'll do a photo op maybe next.
Sure.
So these are gonna
Maybe don't.
Yeah, those should be, get rid of all those.
I'll just put them in my stuff.
That's all I have unless you have anything else for me.
Any questions?
Um,
I'm gonna save this for.
do you wanna give any updates on our, code enforcement?
Yeah, we got, actually the forms were put in the town hall, am I correct, Lisa, about 2 weeks ago? So we've got carbon copy forms that are in here. A citizen can come in, fill out a form of an ordinance violation. Carbon copy goes to the ordinance officer. We have one laying on the desk right now for an abandoned couch in the middle of the property somewhere. So that's how that'll be looked into. But like I said, we're limited on some things that we can do right now until we get some codification of the ordinances.
Sure.
But so far, so good. Most of the problems have already been corrected before any enforcement action needs to be taken. So,
Is there a possibility, because we have cameras at the recycle place now, right?
Yeah.
They're
Are
up.
we able to, like, I saw the other day, someone left like a big car seat sitting
course.
there.
Again.
If we can get them on camera, can we then go do a code enforcement against
we
them for
have
that?
no ordinance, violation for that.
So
We need a credit code
so
violation.
we need one.
Okay, I'm just curious.
So, do we own that, or does Northeast Indiana Solid Waste?
We own that. That's just that's our property.
It's our property, but they take care
It's
of,
their
they take care of
dumpsters.
all the dumpsters emptying it.
But it's our property.
But it sits on Avilla's
That
property.
would be a question for Bob, whether we would have, I'm not sure, I think that's what creates the problem is we own the property, but the company is the one that the violation is occurring.
So someone leaves a car seat out at the recycle center on our property that they're not supposed to, or a couch or something, we get them on camera, can we get some type of ordinance to enforce that not happening?
For dumping?
And then we can have the code enforcer to send that?
Yes.
Okay.
Can we
It's
get,
on our property. but-
I'd love to get some kind of
And that
ordinance,
dumping ordinance?
something, yeah, that'd be great.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Okay. Anything else, Bill? or-
Nope, I'm good.
Nope,
Thank you.
All right, Glenn, thank you.
thanks, Glenn.
Park department not here, but I believe, Brian, there might be one thing you wanted to share about
Yeah,
the
just
park.
information from the engineer about the parking lot that everybody's been talking about putting in down there. I do have a quote for engineering. The total quote is $15,600. $4,200 of that to be for modeling. They'll bring in a drone and do topo modeling layout so they can figure all their elevations up to do the actual design out from it. And then the design work and everything else is $11,400.
What was the first 15?
15,000
15,000 what?
15,600.
The total was 15,600.
15,600?
Yep.
4,200,
4,200 was for the drones survey and all that.
Are we pulling this out?
Yeah, where's the
Yes,
money?
yeah, we're gonna encumber, yeah, that's where you're thinking, we're encumbering that right here.
And that will end up being here.
Yes, it's
We
in
do a
that already.
resolution.
You're bringing that up later.
We will do,
Yeah.
well, we'll do a resolution encumber.
Yeah, but it's
Here's
already
for
covered.
this. There's that.
That was through DA Brown.
So
DA
that's-
Brown has done work for the town in the
Here's your
past,
15,
but it's been several years since we've done
We have a couple encumbrances.
Design and construction.
Yep. Yeah, so once that's done, then we
What's-
can get it sent out and.
What's this on the?
That's just that extra property,
Oh.
future, if they wanted
Oh,
soccer
okay.
fields or
That's the
something
whole-
else out there.
That's the whole 15
But,
acres.
yeah, the main thrust
But
now
that's
is the
all I think
parking
is the
lot.
Parking right there.
Is
I
that-
said I have a one drive-in coming in, we'll bid it out, but then that won't go back in.
But we're not
next
gonna
time.
let, so we can use this for something else?
Yep,
Yeah,
that'll all
a
be,
little bit of parking.
We can put batting cages?
Yep. yep, playground, more
There's your
playground equipment.
tennis, your
Yep,
course,
yep,
your
yep.
basketball and so forth.
Cool. I'm okay with it. It needs to be done.
Okay, well, we will be approving this, but we have a resolution to encumber monies on this, but I still think we should make a motion on this here.
Andy, you want to do it? Still do it?
I just did the cop.
Oh, I know, but with kind of help with your,
Oh.
everything, it might be better if you do it.
That's fine. Do that.
And I'll get it.
15-6, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
15-6.
Make a motion, we approve, DA Brown Engineering Consultants for $15,600 to do the, construction on the parking lot at the park.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor signify by aye.
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 Aye, motion passes 3-0. I guess I'll sign this.
Yep.
Brian, thanks for taking care of that.
Yeah, thanks, Brian.
Put that up there for now.
If anybody wants to see, they can come look at that at the end of the meeting or something.
Yeah. Okay, next, RDC, anything? Nothing, guys?
Nope, no updates.
Thanks for all you guys do. There's a couple of you here, so we appreciate it. We always want to make sure we tell you guys thank you, and thanks for coming to our meetings. We appreciate it. Attorney report. You want me to ask you first, or do you want to start first?
I will start first.
Okay.
I was able to speak with Casey. In speaking with Casey, we were able to determine that because the department exists, you don't need a separate ordinance to create the firefighter. It will require some updates to the employee handbook. Essentially, this position will be treated in the same manner that the full-time police are treated. So they'll be subject to the same discipline requirements. Casey is very conversant with those.
Right.
It's not going to pose a problem where we're going to need to educate Casey. He understands the limitations and the fact that there will be a different discipline procedure for this individual compared to even the other part-time firefighters. So based on him being able to answer the few remaining questions I had, it's not going to be necessary. You've already done the one necessary step, which was amend the salary ordinance.
Okay, so then Lisa, that ordinance number I asked you for, we won't be using that.
Okay.
I'll get with you before. So since we're gonna be approved, we already approved our salary, and now tonight we'll approve the salary ordinance.
Yes.
There's nothing else we'll have to do, because we put in the wage that we're gonna pay our full-time firefighter with benefits. That will clear all that up, other than probably we need to do some work in our handbook.
Yes.
Including the full-time, okay, in which we have a company, we have a firm that works for us, and we get a hold of it, we'll make sure we do that due diligence at that time, when the new year gets here. So we do not need an ordinance for that, then?
No.
Okay. All right,
He
we'll
was,
remove
yeah,
that.
Casey was able to answer
Okay.
2 or 3 questions I had that was being
That's good.
all that. Then Bill has raised, now that the, actually the special meeting was taken, how we actually provide notice to the clerk. I will be getting a letter around that will go to the
Okay.
clerk and get that delivered directly both to the office and the individual.
Okay.
That will address that.
Okay. I have one more thing too. I have one more question for you too. I've been hit up numerous times, and, you know, if there's things going on that we've asked the clerk, or whatever it is, to post on the town's webpage. Continually, there's several people that, you know, there's a conspiracy, we're not letting them talk, we're not doing this, not doing that. And I made it more than clear, you know, legally, all they have to do is call me, and legally, if I can tell them what's going on, I'll tell them. But that doesn't suffice why they can't comment. So can you, once and for all, put it out there why they're closed?
It won't be once and for all because.
Well,
Well,
Will-
I don't think the town employees, we should be on social media talking stuff anyhow.
So.
I don't think that should ever be something that we wanna do as an employee of this
Yeah.
town.
Providing notices is appropriate. Your options are you either allow all comments or you allow no comments effectively, which means that you can't police them for profanity, you can't police them arguably even for spam.
Right.
And so generally, the position that a lot of municipalities end up taking, the one that Avilla has taken, is you turn comments off. Because the purpose of this is to provide notice of something.
Of a meeting or minutes, claims, things, whatever, okay.
And so,
So it would be just on the town of Avilla website.
Facebook.
Facebook's, yeah, it's on
When
Facebook.
the
but-
town posts something on its social media,
Yes.
Facebook, Twitter, if you're using Blue Sky, the best option is to turn off
Any
comments. Because that means you don't have to monitor them, because it's very, the standard for dealing with editing of comments is nebulous, difficult, and not worth the amount of work it requires the town of Avilla to do.
Okay.
So the easiest and the most elegant solution is to turn comments off.
Because if we allow it, and then if someone thinks we took something off, we could then be in trouble for their First Amendment rights.
Correct.
So not having comments, it's just, we're not having it, we're just posting it. If you
Not
got a
having
question,
comments is neutral.
ask us.
We should use it as information only.
Yes.
The town of Avilla should.
Okay.
whatever the taxpayers and so forth do, they should just be able to do their own, but the town should stay out of that.
Good enough.
Which only makes sense to me, that we shouldn't be posting stuff and commenting about things.
And as a practical matter, effectively, there is a public forum communication group already on Facebook for people that do want to talk.
Right.
And so the public forum function is not handled by the town doesn't have to deal with it.
Okay,
Okay.
Thank you.
good enough, thank you.
Any more questions?
Nope.
Anything else, Bob?
No.
Clerk treasurer report, she's not here, so we'll go to the town clerk. Lisa, please.
Okay, just a couple of things. Gene Rao was at our last meeting, and you had asked Petra to get the numbers around. So the sewer adjustment that we will be asking for him is $95.45.
95,
95.45.
and that is because of the sewer.
Right, because he
Yeah,
was
taking that
watering
out.
grass.
Yeah. And we do that periodically for
Yes, we
all of
do.
our taxpayers if there's an issue. One of our water employees or something looks into it, we realize. We would need a motion to have that reimbursed back.
I'll make a motion to give the adjustment, sewer adjustment to Gene Rao in the amount of $95.45.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor signify by aye.
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 Aye. Motion passes 3-0.
Secondly, I think, did I give you the job description for the
Yes.
new
Yes.
person? Okay. And hopefully that spells out what Petra and I were both looking for. We're looking for 25 hours a week, maybe possibly working 10 to 3, and starting pay would be $17 an hour.
And when would you like to try to post this, or you ladies would like to post this?
Yesterday.
Probably the first of the year is probably gonna be the best time.
You sure it was
And our-
yesterday? Yesterday?
Right.
And our thoughts are, just so we have an extra person in here to help the two ladies, since we're shorthanded, and it kind of twofold, it would be a part-time individual, that they, that we would accept applications and try to figure who's the best fit, with a possibility of becoming an employee as time prevails when someone would retire or so forth. We do, and I think most everyone in this room knows, we are paying a private firm to help in the day-to-day clerk's position here, and it's, hopefully with this will kind of alleviate some of that money.
Correct, that's our hope.
Is our hope, not that the lady has done a great job, this firm,
Yeah.
it's just,
Yeah,
it's been
phenomenal.
life-saving, but it is an expense, and it isn't cheap, but it's well worth it. And this in turn is a way that we can maybe, be able to help with us being shorthanded. I like the terms, I had spoke to you ladies, and this is kind of what I thought, you guys talked about 5 hours a day, 5 days a week. If they couldn't make it for a day, because maybe their children or whatever that reason would be, then
Right,
you can
have
still get
flexibility.
enough hours. And, the wage this is part-time, and I thought 17 was a fair start. So I'm completely fine with us looking and finding someone, and I guess that it'll be a trust judgment for you ladies when we hire someone. If it's not gonna work out, then we'll need to move in another direction, not away from that position, but just a different direction. If that's what, we would have to trust you ladies' judgment on that.
I'm fine with it.
I'm fine with it.
Yep, I'm good.
Well, we don't really, I don't believe we'd have to make a motion just in the search for now, because we haven't hired anyone. So
Post it and go.
we'll just kind of go from there on that, then, okay?
Okay, all right. Third thing, we're still on track with Invoice Cloud. Hopefully, right now, our tentative live date is February 23rd, that we will be able to.
That'd be nice.
3-month process, Andy, to take credit cards. And that's barring no hiccups, so we'll see how that goes, but we are on track. And then just the last thing, a reminder for holiday closing. We'll be closed the 24th through the 26th for the Christmas holiday, and then we're only closed New Year's Day.
So next week the office will only be open on Monday and Tuesday of next week.
Correct.
Just kind of keep that in mind. Any questions, guys?
Just for next year, if we could really try to focus, after we get this all done,
Time
get your
clocks.
help, time clock, get done with the written stuff, we can get up to speed in today's world, so.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Lisa.
Thank you, Lisa. Appreciate it. This will be a presentation of a check to Sean Payton from the Farmhouse Recovery. Glenn, our police chief, last month came and had a nice little list of some things. And I'll let you, Glenn, and of course, Sean, you guys can do your talk and kind of maybe explain what we're doing and what that's for.
So this is the first time we've done this. This is from the opioid money that the state gives to law enforcement and stuff for the cities. There's two different sides of it. There's a restricted and a non-restricted side, which is quite a bit of money in our funds that we haven't used. So we did some research. Actually, Lisa helped me do some research with the new lady from Hebron, Susan.
Susan.
So we found out we have a local place that it has to be used for a recovery program. So I had met him sometime before this and talked to him about the program. And I called and reached out to him and he said, yeah, we definitely have some things that we could use for our program. So he got me the list of the things. I approached the 3 town board members and those are the ones that you really need to thank. Because
Thank you, though.
They're
Thank
the
you.
ones that make this happen. All I can do is make a submission to say, hey, I have X amount of resources that I think we could use this money for. So, and I'm aware of the program is a pretty good success out there. Doesn't hinder law enforcement and it helps the community. So, thank you very much for what you do. And like I said, these guys made this, they made this happen.
It's just on the outside of town here, and it's a great thing.
Yeah, if I could, just a minute. So we're just out here on baseline between Old 3 and New 3. We've been here, I think, November made a year. There's a lot of stigma, right, in recovery housing. We're a small deal out there. We call it farmhouse recovery, but it's 4 men. And essentially those men are people who have already completed some sort of treatment. They have some sustained recovery already going on. They're guys that I can vet. I manage the Serenity House in Albion, Indiana. So these are guys, most of the residents are men that I have personally had under the thumb for 9 months or a year. And I kind of believe in them, and I believe that that this is a good fit for them. I think in the year we've been here, I don't think we've had any police calls or nothing negative. So I guess there was anytime recovery housing is coming into your backyard, there's concern, right? And we've spent this year building great relationships with our neighbors. We're pretty good people to live next to. The guys are doing well. I think we were running the numbers before we got here. We've had 13 residents this year. 2 of those residents have left being homeowners, buying, kind of using that place as a stepping stone to continue working on credit.
Great.
Buying a home so they could bring their children home and start their life.
That's great.
So,
Great.
yeah.
Absolutely.
So
Thank
far,
you.
so good.
Thank you for having me
Yes,
do it.
great.
Thank you
Sean,
very
thank
much.
you. Glenn, thanks for helping.
Yeah. No problem at all.
Thank
Thank
you,
you very
sir.
much for what
You're
you're
welcome.
doing. Thank you for what you're doing.
Thank you for coming. Okay, next, we had visit Noble County. Grace is not here, but I do have Restore Avilla. Katie, I don't know, maybe you'd want to speak, because you
Yes.
sure can. And then I believe, just not to cut you off, but Visit Noble County is going to try to come.
February.
Yeah, she has said January, February, so hopefully February, but we'll let Katie with Restore Avilla go ahead and get what she needs to say to us, please.
Okay, well, I'm Katie Schaller, I'm president of Restore. I'm also on the Visit Noble County Board of Directors, and I've been attending the America 250 meetings, just kind of being a representative for Avilla, since we are gonna be the kickoff for the whole exciting events that year. I just wanted to update you guys about Restore. First of all, I've been really, keeping up our Main Street affiliate. I've done all the reporting and the class and extra things I need to do. I mean, I was given a box of papers. So, it's kind of been hard to do, but easy in the same sense, just getting it all easier to do. We had a car show in September. It was a super success. I was really worried about it because it was raining in the morning, but then it was a great success. In fact, it'll be one of our yearly events, and it will be better every year. We have wayfinding signs that have been purchased. I think Todd has been talking to Brian about where to put them and how to put them in, but obviously, snow in November just really put us all back So hopefully we can get that finished in the spring. The Christmas tree lighting was an amazing event. It was new this year. We had a new Santa. We loved Don, but our new Santa did a great job. We had a lot of new things. The PTO was there selling food. They did a great job. We had fire pits. We just plan to make it bigger and better every year.
Awesome.
It's exciting. I mean, lots of other towns have parades and all kinds of stuff. So this is part of my project, is to make that a big event. I'd like to make a tree lighting committee with, have people from the Restore, have the library, have chamber, Legion people, police. They help us with things, the utilities, instead of calling the electrician the day of and saying, this pole doesn't work. I'd rather have it all figured out. So I'd like to start soon, like now, on plans for next year. Especially it's all fresh in our brain. I don't know if Restore is still in the budget, but if we are, we have some good things that we'd like to do with our money.
You are.
Um,
5,000.
Yeah, we
Need
gave
5,000.
you
The
5,000.
same as last year.
Great.
Yep.
We'd like to do something special for the Freedom Festival. We're downtown, downtown is our focus, Main Street. Also, our next project is gonna be a good one. I can't reveal it yet because we haven't approved it, but it's gonna be a really good one. And we're always looking for new members, so if anybody's around that's saying, I wanna get involved, I just wanna get involved in something easy. Restore is very easy, so we're always accepting new members. Our next meeting is February 9th at the Legion, 6 PM. So. that's all
You
I
meet
have.
once a month or every couple months?
Once a
or-
month. Well, in the winter, we kind of, December, we don't have a meeting. January, I'm always out of town, so.
Sure.
I figured that'd be
Said
February.
9th at 6.
Yep, at 6 PM. Yes. and
February
one thing-
9th?
Yeah, February 9th at 6 PM upstairs at the Legion. One thing we're really gonna work on is, the market. We need to redo the market. It's
Yeah.
just-
I'm not on her.
Yeah,
It's just hard to get people to,
It's a Saturday. I'd like to do it during the week, maybe, in town. You know, like you had suggested, the parking lot over there. So I'd like to redo our market. That's all I have. Thank
any
you.
questions, guys?
No, thank you
No,
very much.
Thank you for coming,
Thank you.
Kaylee.
Thank
Thank
you.
thank you to the Restore.
Thank
Yep.
you.
The next would have been our full-time firefighter ordinance, which we do not need to do, so that we will just, not even act like that wasn't even on here. The next thing we need to do, though, we did pass last month we did all of our raises and so forth, and now this month we have to pass our salary, 2026 salary ordinance. So we'll go through, we're going to suspend the rules first and second readings. This is ordinance number 1691-11-25. It's for payroll 2026. It's an ordinance of the Town Council of the Town of Avilla, Noble County, State of Indiana, fixing the wages of elected officials and all other employees of the Town of Avilla for the calendar year 2026. We would need a motion to suspend the rules.
Make a motion to suspend the rules.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor signify by aye.
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 Motion passes 3-0. Again, ordinance number 1691-11-25. It's a payroll for the 2026 year. It's an ordinance of the Town Council of the Town of Avilla, Noble County, State of Indiana, fixing the wages of elected officials and all other employees of the Town of Avilla for the calendar year 2026. I would read that.
I make a motion to approve ordinance number 1691-11-25, payroll ordinance for 2026.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor signify by aye.
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 Aye, motion passes 3-0. And then second and final reading is ordinance number 1691-11-25, payroll 2026. It's an ordinance of the Town Council of the Town of Avilla, Noble County, State of Indiana, fixing the wages of elected officials and all other employees of the Town of Avilla for the calendar year 2026.
Make a motion to approve second reading, ordinance number 1691-11-25, payroll 2026.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor signify by aye.
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 Aye, motion passes 3-0. We have two more things that we didn't have on. I didn't realize that the ladies were gonna give this. It's a couple resolutions. The first one is for basically the park and a little bit more, but I'll read it. It's a resolution 765-12-25. Whereas it has become necessary to encumber funds from appropriations in the 2025 budget to be paid in the year 26. There are three things. This is one total is $6,956 for the park and park equipment. One is for $15,600. It's for the park miscellaneous, which we just did something with that tonight, for the new parking area and where maybe the Freedom Festival will be at some point and so on and so forth. But then the other one is for the Hoosier fire equipment. It's for the general fire equipment for a total of $9,619.65. So it's basically, it's a resolution 765-12-25 for a total of $32,175.65. I don't know which one of you want to do that one, but one of them can go ahead.
Make a motion, we approve resolution 765-12-25 as submitted.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor signify by aye.
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 Motion passes 3-0. Then we have another one, and I am not going to read all of these off, but I'm hoping there's a total. I know there is now. Quite a bit. Okay, this is for resolution 766-12-25. It's a resolution providing for the transfer of appropriations for the 25 budget for the action and passage by the Avilla Town Council, Noble County, Indiana. Some of the things here is for our police, whether it be health insurance, town attorney fees, cleanup day in Avilla that we have every year, our bonds that we have to go, lights, some miscellaneous, some more health insurance, canine services, which is an important role here, different things like our travel and school expenses, whether that be with our police, fire, or just employees in general, different kinds of repairs, small things as I get into smaller amounts, some personnel maintenance, miscellaneous children's programs, upkeeps, public safeties, things like that. I don't have the total, but it is something we do every year. So again, we would need a motion for the resolution of 766-12-25. It's a resolution providing for the transfer of appropriations for the 2025 budget for the action and passage by the Avilla Town Council, Noble County, Indiana.
Make a motion we approve resolution 766-12-25.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor signify by aye.
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 Motion passes 3-0. Okay, I need you to sign that. The next couple things on old business, I believe, Brian had already spoke about the badge access, and we're just waiting on some supplies and different things. Just to rehash that, what we're doing is we're gonna have the buildings, a set of keys, whether it is for the employees or council to get in here, and different other, I don't believe we will be doing that to police, I don't believe, but the fire, maybe utility buildings, that there'll be a badge access instead of a key, a little bit more to kind of run in with everything we've done. Then I myself, I had a couple things I wanted to talk about. And then, of course, these guys, we'll break it down for two of them. I'll do one. The first one's more about me, that next year, I'm up for reelection this coming year, and I am not going to seek reelection. Just passing that out to the taxpayers. So if they have any kind of desire that they want to be on the town council, here's the position to take over. I went as far as to write a little bit of dates down to help people. You need to go to the courthouse or the clerk's department, and you got to file to run. You have from January 7th through February 6th. Primaries May 5th, elections November 3rd. Couple rules: you have to live in the town of Avilla, you have to be a city resident, you have to be a registered voter, and I believe, don't quote me, but I know you have to at least vote in the last two elections. You have to have a voter record. You can't come in, I mean, I've seen it happen throughout the state. My reasoning, I've just done it enough. I'm ready for, I'm getting closer to retirement, and This is my 5th term, so I think that's more than enough. More than enough. Probably shouldn't even kept doing more than I did, but I did. So, probably going into this year, I was 50-50. Because I like working with these guys, and I like working with our employees. But this year's been rough. We've had some issues, and they've been pretty extreme. And the next one will be the other one that I'm going to talk about. It's not worth it. It's not about the money. It's about doing what's right. But when you have people that don't want to be a team and don't want to do what's right, it's not worth it to me anymore. I have one more year. I'll do the best I can. I'll support these guys fully and all of our employees, our department heads, you name it. So, but, you know, when you have elected officials that aren't fulfilling their duties, and I battled to fulfill mine, that was an easy thing for me to make up my mind that some can get away without it, and some of us can't. And I don't believe in ever not doing my job and coming to work. So I've made up my mind. I won't solicit anybody to take my spot. I'm not going to go out and recruit anybody to take my spot. But I'll talk to anybody that wants to talk about my spot. I vote every year. I voted since I've been 18. So someone's going to get my vote in that primary if they run. If they don't run, I'm not going to take any questions. I'm sorry.
Is it going to be posted somewhere that if the time frame, because that's a short window, I'm just saying.
No, that's how it is every
That's
year,
how it is every
Diane.
year.
I only brought these dates so people would know. I mean, yeah, you have to go over to the clerk's office and register by January 7th through February 6th. Same with me. If I wanted to run again, I would still have to go over there during that time frame and put my name back in to run again. It's not about a Republican. It's not about a Democrat. Our town doesn't do it that way. It's open to either party. So it's not like somebody's got a certain area in the town. So, but I'd be glad to talk to somebody. And I don't think I'm going to regret not running. Let's put it that way. So I just wanted to pass that out. So I'm doing what I feel is right by letting people know. And the upsetness I've had this year of some things that's went on in our town. And there's things I can say that I won't, but it drives me nuts. Because, we don't make much money sitting up here, and we sure take a whole lot of grief. And yeah, we mess up, but not on purpose. And if we do, we shouldn't have been in here. But we got voted in to do a job, no matter what role that is. And we got some that aren't doing that, and it ticks me off. So that made the final nail in that coffin for me. And I want to make that clear. That's how I feel about it. And I'm serious about it. And I'll talk anytime to anybody about it. And maybe when I'm just a taxpayer, maybe I can raise a little bit of crap about it.
I'm sure you will.
Okay, that's what I wanted to say. The other thing is, this is the more important one, by far, way more important than me. Us three, we received a letter from our town manager, a resignation letter. He resigned. It's effective now, as everyone knows. He took some time off. He had some time to use. He had some build-up, comp time and vacation time, and he was struggling personally, and he had some health issues. I'm not here to say all of those, but he confided in me a lot of things. And some of the stuff I just said a little bit ago has worn him out because he's had a verbal, mental, terrible battle with an individual of our community. It's been terrible. So him and his wife made a decision. I don't know if you guys know about Adam. He's a pastor. He's a reverend. Doesn't put him above any of us. I'm a Christian man, so I believe in that. Doesn't put him above anybody, but he can't tolerate the things that we're going through right now with what he's trying to do on his Sunday pulpit. So he's decided to resign. I didn't beg him to stay, but I tried to get him to stay. It isn't going to work out. He's done. So we have to make a decision. This isn't going to be easy. So if you believe in prayer, we're going to need it. Because we got to find somebody to take his spot. We have a black cloud over our head right now. It ain't no lie. It's been in the daggone paper. All you people on social media, I hear about it. I'm just not on it. That's got to stop. We got to build this place back. Especially for these two, because I'm pretty soon to where it ain't going to matter to me. I just want my toilet to flush and my water to turn on. Okay, I can be like most of you. So we're going to need a lot of prayer. We got to find somebody. We're hoping by the first of the year we can start looking for that position. I pray every day that someone will want to come and do this job because I have a little doubt. I'm a little bit worried. You know, we can't keep affording to hire private firms or us do extra jobs when we don't get paid to do them, to make sure things are done. And then our ladies up here and our department heads and our employees and our town attorney are wore out. I've waited all year to say some of this, and I'm not going to say it all. So we'll need all of you, and we're thankful for the employees, because we're going to need you even more now. I think we all know that. So I guess if you have anything about our town manager, he won't be able to answer them. I guess you can just try to come to me if you want, or one of these guys. I'll answer whatever. But we'll get through it, and we're going to find somebody. But we're going to need help, every ounce of it. And I don't know if you guys got any comments on any of that, or anything you want to say about directions.
You fine with me? I
Nope,
have nothing
I'm
else
good.
to add.
Okay. You want to have anything to say, anything?
Pardon?
Adjourn or just?
Yeah, if we don't want to do anything else, I'd make a motion to adjourn.
I just have a question on the water.
You can. Go ahead.
Is there been any filters added to the system that have reflush valves? My line, every 2 days I'm cleaning my toilets, and I'm sorry, that's a little bit excessive.
Monday they're coming in to inspect our
Two
filter.
of us on our house, and it's like ridiculous.
Yeah, they're scheduled to come in Monday, check the filter, pull samples out of it, and go from there. So we
Because
can do-
our water's awful.
After yesterday, everybody's gonna get some rust coming through the lines. We've actuated a lot of valves. When you actuate valves, you stir up a lot of rust and stuff like that, so, yeah, when we operated a lot of them yesterday, trying to get some stuff isolated, so people's gonna have issues through the whole town probably, but I'm sorry about that, but if
I
we
just
just
want
have.
to thank you, out, kind of had a long question.
Okay. Thank you, everyone, for coming.
Make a second.
Thank you for that.
Second.
Make
Adjourn.
I make a motion to adjourn.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor signify by aye.